Jungkook and Taekook curl together on the couch. The soft light from the lamp cast a golden gloss in the room. Was everything felt quite warm and safe. Taekook leaned against Jungkook's side, flipped his knee, thought a book while Jungkook scrolled his phone, firstly glancing at Taekook, smiled softly to himself. Taekook playfully, are you even reading anything or just pretending to scroll? Jungkook frowned, honestly, just pretending. You are the one who look like peaceful right now. Both of them picked up, but then Jungkook's phone rang again. Jungkook's jaw tightened, his voice tempered at quiet but firm tone. Jungkook didn't deserve that. He has no right to speak to you like that. Taekook raised over and gently held his hand. Taekook softly, it's okay, I'm used to people like him, but I know you'll be upset, so I didn't want to bother you with it. Jungkook looked at him for a long moment before finally answering ringing phone. Jungkook calmly, Father, Mr. Jan Curly, you finally answered. Are you done with wasting time now? Jungkook family, I need a break. Father, is there something important? Mr. Jan Curly, come dinner tonight. The whole family will be there. Bring Taekook. Taekook looked at her from where he sat, surprised by the invitation. Jungkook met his gaze slightly for a moment. Jungkook calm but steady. All right, we are with there. The call ended up without another word. Jungkook ran a hand through his hair and let out a slow breath. Jungkook worriedly, are you sure it's a good idea to go? Jungkook took his hand and gave it a light squeeze. Jungkook probably not, but he was not too usual. Just well together. Later that evening, they arrived at the Jian family. The grand light hall filled with the golden light from crystal to long table was perfect, set with the tall candles and fine plates. Jungkook and Taekook entered hand in hand, both dressed neatly in the air. Inside was cold. Mr. Jan sat held on the table. His face was unmovable. The rest of the family was already seated. His mother, siblings, and some relatives. Their faces were colored, but none of them looked happy. Jungkook looked at him slightly. Mr. Jan frankly, Jungkook, you are late. Jungkook calmly, we arrived at the time you mentioned. He pulled out a chair from Taekook, who sat down quietly. Jungkook took the seat beside him. Dinner was served, but it was clear from the start Taekook was being ignored. Mr. Jan spoke to her children without glancing once at Taekook. Jungkook's cousin whispered about business acting like Jungkook and Taekook was not there. Even the servant hesitated before serving Taekook. Taekook kept his posture straight and his face calm, but inside his heart felt happy. Mr. Jan speaking to Jungkook, you all be back at the company tomorrow. I hope you have done your prayer. Jungkook quietly but firmly, I manage my own schedule. Father, a short laugh come from Jungkook's older brother. Youngwo, since when you used to be the most serious one, not your miss work for this. He gave a glance toward Taekook that was more of an insult than a look. Taekook felt a sting but still called. Jungkook placed his foot down with a soft cling. Jungkook, if you invite us here, just ignore us and insult a person alone, then we all leave. The room was silent. All eyes turned towards him. Mr. Jan Colby, we will invite you, not him. Taekook's fingers curled into fish under the table, but before he could say a word, Jungkook stood up. Jungkook calm but strong. Then you shouldn't have invited me at all. because I don't go anywhere without him. Taehyung eyes widen and his throat tightened with emotion. Jungkook looked around the room at the face of people he once tried too hard to please. Jungkook, enjoy your dinner. We are leaving. He reached down to take Taehyung's hand gently but firmly and walked out of the hall with him. Outside, the air was cold and quiet. Taehyung let out the breath he had been holding. Taehyung softly, Jungkook, you didn't have to do that. Jungkook turned to him, his gaze full of warmth. Jungkook, I know, but I wanted to. Didn't. I did it for us. He reached out and brushed gentle thumb across and cheek. Jungkook smiled warmly, trembling slightly. Thank you for standing up for me. Jungkook softly, you are not alone anymore. Then I won't let anyone treat you like you less than everything to me. They stood in the quiet for a moment before walking hand in hand into the night. Together always. The morning sun flickered through the curtain, softly and over the room. Jungkook stared at the bluish sleepy when his sound certain of the calm resting. Jungkook eyes snap open, then Jungkook panicking and he threw the blanket off and rushed towards the bathroom. His heart raced inside him was keened by the sink, gripping the edge of his face pale and sweaty. The sight made Jungkook's stomach twist. Jungkook softly kennelled beside him. Taehyung, what's wrong? You've been feeling off for today. This isn't just something you smell. He gently rubbed smoothly around Taehyung's back, very thing in his voice. Taehyung weakly tried to smile. It's probably just something I ate. I didn't mean to wake you. Jungkook, for brushing a hand, thought Taehyung messy hair. Jungkook firmly, don't say that. Don't pretend that you are fine when you are clearly not. I'm not upset. You woke up me. I'm upset you are not okay. Taehyung looked into Jungkook's eyes and slowly nodded, defeated. But alright, let's go to the doctor. Not wasting a moment, Jungkook held Taehyung into a warm, sweet and sleeper, supporting him gentle as they made their way to the car. The ride was filled with silence, heavy and tense. Jungkook leans over with worry. You be too quiet. Taehyung mumbling, we worry too much. Jungkook looking straight ahead. Of course I am. You mean everything to me. Taehyung turned to look at the window, his own. He didn't want to admit it, but deep inside, fear was growing at the ceiling. Jungkook helped him walk in one arm practically around his waist. He didn't leave his side even for a second, holding his hand tightly in the waiting room. Later inside the checkup room, the doctor, a calm, kind, fresh woman, ran smooth, quick test and checked his time seems to cool. Then she returned with a warm smile. Doctor, gently, Mr. Kim, that's nothing serious to worry about. But I do have some news for both of you. Jungkook immediately leaned forward. Please tell us. The doctor looked between them. Doctor smiled. Taehyung, based on your systems and the result, congratulations, you are pregnant. Silence. Jungkook frozen. He blinked once, twice. Taehyung in disbelief. Pregnant? Doctor nodding kindly. Yes, it's very early, but everything points it to. We are do more checkup to confirm the progress, but so far it's clear. Jungkook opened his mouth and shut it and opened it again like a fish out of water. Jungkook shocked. You are sure? Really so? Doctor smiled again. Absolutely so. Taehyung's hands trembled. He looked down at his leg, heart racing. Taehyung was shaking. I didn't think this could happen. We were careful. I don't understand. Jungkook quickly took Taehyung's hand in his holding them tightly. Jungle gently, hey, look at me. Taehyung slowly raises his very teary and answers. Jungle smoothly, take a deep breath. You will okay. Taehyung whispering, but Jungkook, what if we are not ready for this? What if I'm not strong enough? Jungkook cups his cheeks, brushing away a tear with his thumbs. Jungkook softly but steady to him. This isn't planned, but it's not something bad. This is something well. We are faced together. You are not alone. This I am with you always. Tears welled into his eyes again. He had feared anger and disappointment, but all he saw in Jungkook's eyes was love. Taehyung softly, you really mean that? Jungkook leaned and pressed to Taehyung's forehead. Jungkook smiled more than anything in the world. The doctor gave them some advice, spoke about early care and schedules a follow-up appointment. Jungkook listened carefully, holding onto Taehyung's hand in entire time. Taehyung leaned and Jungkook as they walked towards the car, their fingers naturally linked together. Taehyung softly, this is a lot to process. He settled into his seat, eyes filled with a mix of wonder and uncertainty. Jungkook raced across the console, giving Taehyung hand a gentle skew. Jungkook calmly, I know, but we are in this together. Always remember. Taehyung let out a deep breath, gazing down at his stomach. The thought still felt so big, a tiny light growing inside him, mere child. Taehyung quietly, it still felt like a dream. Jungkook glanced over with a soft smile as he started the car. Jungkook teasing a pretty surprised dream, huh? As he drew a peaceful silence wrapped around them. Taehyung stared out the window, one hand resting lightly over his belly. His thought was, but his heart felt strangely calm. Jungkook kept stealing glance at him. The sight of Taehyung looking thoughtful and soft, filling his chest with a warmth he hadn't known before. Jungkook reached over again and touched their fingers. Jungkook, lightly, you are thinking too much again. Taehyung let out a small pepper, but his voice still trembled slightly. Taehyung, can you blame me? This is really big, bigger than anything I've ever imagined. He looked over, laughing the eyes with Jungkook. Taehyung nervously, are you okay with this? With everything? Jungkook didn't even blink. Jungkook firmly, I am more than okay with this, Taehyung. He kept his eyes on the road, but his voice was full of emotion. Jungkook softly, I've always felt like an outsider in my own family, like I didn't belong. But now, with you and with our baby, I finally feel like I have a real family. Taehyung breathed his parted eyes, the weight of those words sinking. Taehyung barely a whisper, you really mean that? Jungkook brought Taehyung's hand to his lips gently, his finger with so much care. Jungkook, I do more than anything I've ever meant in my life. Jungkook couldn't hold it anymore. A tear rolled down his cheeks, not from fear, but from the most beautiful feeling, relief. He wiped it quickly, laughing softly at himself. Things ignoring, sorry, I'm being emotional. Jungkook sobbed, we allow you to be. You are carrying our little one. Remember, Taehyung held at him, really looked at him, and then he said that Taehyung softly, you. For a second, Jungkook had escaped a bit. He had heard those words before in his life, but never like this, never. He pulled the car into a driveway and parked and pulled the face down. He didn't lean gently pressed his forehead against Taehyung's. Jungkook whispering, I do Taehyung, and I promise I will love our child just as deeply. Taehyung let out a shaky breath over flame bar. How full his heart felt. Without another word, he leaned forward and threw his arms around Jungkook, hugging him tightly. Taehyung softly into his shoulder. Thank you for being mine. Jungkook wrapped his arms around him, holding him close as if he never wanted to let go. Jungkook quietly, you will always be mine, both of you. Jungkook had never liked family gathering. They weren't about love or closeness. They were about business control. Some wings of powers. His father, Mr. ran them like a meeting in the bedroom. Every word spoken had a hidden goal. His stepmother was always graceful, polite, and smile, but her smile always felt fake, like she was hiding something behind it. Jungkook had learned long love his house, kindness. But this time Jungkook was not walking alone in the car. Taehyung sat beside him, adjusting his tie with shaky fingers. He looked down at his slightly swollen stomach and then up at Jungkook with worry in his eyes. Taehyung quietly, are you sure about this? I mean, I don't think they want me there. Jungkook stared sharply, his grip on the wheel tightened. Jungkook firmly, they don't. But it doesn't matter, they don't get to choose who stands beside me. Taehyung raised a hand over his belly, was soft. Taehyung, and what about our baby? Jungkook's jaw tightened, his eyes were focused, his voice low. Jungkook, if they notice, let them. We are not hiding anymore. Taehyung, not you, not our child. Taehyung, they step out of the car and walk into the mansion. Inside the room, quiet hall had turned. The air felt heavy with judgment and whisper. People's gaze flickered down to Taehyung's stomach and back up again. Some were eyes widened, some narrow with silence. At the head of the long dining table sat Mr. Bright and close as ever. His sharp eyes passed there. Every step behind him made him smile, but it was not kind. It was the kind of smile that made him feel similar. Jungkook's younger half-siblings barely looked up from their plate. They whispered to each others, throwing slightly glance without care. They said, you are late again. Jungkook didn't respond. Instead, he walked over calmly, pulled out a chair from Taehyung and helped him sit. Then he took his seat beside him. Sweetly but insecure. Welcome, Jungkook. She then turned her gaze to Taehyung as scanning him carefully, madam, with a smile. And Taehyung, how lovely to see you again. You look different. Taehyung tense, tried to keep his posture straight. He held his hand over his belly protectively, feeling the quiet stain of her words. Mr. didn't bother with greatness. Mr. Slantly, this is a business gathering, not a family reunion. Jungkook, you know why you are here. Jungkook leaned back in his chair, completely unbothered. Partly because you need something, a flicker of irritation crossed face, but he didn't deny it calmly. The company is facing a strain. We had some. Your own company is doing well. If you are willing to step in and invest, we can avoid long-term damage. Then look at Jungkook and sure what he would say. He knew this was dangerous ground. Helping them might mean control or being pulled back into the war Jungkook was trying to walk away from. Jungkook rarely so now I matter, Mr. Fang. You always matter as long as you fulfill your duties. Jungkook let out a soft laugh, but there was no humor in it. Jungkook, you mean as long as I follow your rules, say nothing, and act like I don't have a life of my own? Mr. said nothing. His silence was louder than any answer. Jungkook turned his gaze to the room, scanning everyone fairly. Real face that had never looked at him with love, only expectation. But from I'm not the boy who used to tease your approval. I have a family now, a real one that loved me without condition. Madam Courtly, you call this a family? She glanced again at him, her voice deepened in polite. Jungkook softly, yes, he is my husband and we are expecting a child that make us a family. Get rose around the table. One cousin dropped her fork, her husband whispered something behind a napkin.